And, you know, a lot of my work has to do with equity inclusion comedy, which is this very specific niche thing in that work. And a lot of it is like, you know, um, the key to that work is care and attention. You can't, there's no diversity program that's going to like allow you to take a shortcut through that. It's literally care and attention and investment for years, because people are carrying a lot of trauma, a lot of things. They haven't had access to like the confidence that it takes to just like step into the center of attention and expect people to like what they have to say. So, you know, if you're going to do outreach, or if you're going to put people who are, you know, who have been like historically underrepresented, marginalized, and you know, as we see these days with a lot of this anti-Asian, anti-Black, anti-Indigenous hate, like, you know, these things have existed, and a lot of people, when they walk into those like spaces to speak, they're thinking a lot of that is like, people are going to think I'm stupid. And if you're a racialized person, it's like, because I'm Asian. If you're a woman, because I'm an Asian woman. If you're like a fat Asian woman, because I'm a fat Asian woman. You know what I mean? So it's valid that people have those anxieties about public speaking. The way the comedy community was set up before was just like, well, you either cut it or you don't. You know, and so it was like the most privileged or the most talented, I guess. Like, there's just some people who are like, you're really funny. That's true. But then you kind of let people who just didn't happen to have that like kind of fall by the wayside. And the one thing that I learned is every single person has an amazing story to tell. And that's sort of like you mentioned, like my family videos and stuff. My mom hates being on video. She hates being on video. My dad loves it. my dad
is born for the stage, born for the screen.
Born for the stage, but just never put himself in that position, because I think, you know, being an artist was just not an option for him. But it doesn't mean their stories are not interesting. Right now, the only people, or for a very long time, the only people whose stories we heard are the people who were like confident, who had the loudest voices in the room. That's like a very, you know, and I think the world is shifting so that like when we're thinking of inclusivity, it's more like meeting people with the energy that they're at, and like really taking the time to find what they need to make sure that their story shines. And that is a lot of work and investment, you know, and that takes a lot of generosity on everyone's part. And that's why it's important that like everyone, it's like such, and that's the thing, it is hard work, because like we did this thing to the planet, and we did this thing to our civilizations for hundreds of years, and we have to undo it. And it's not going to take like an equity workshop to do it. Right?
It doesn't take an hour on a Thursday morning to undo years and years and years of an hour on Zoom on a Thursday morning.